All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Ready. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, tight. Five.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike's 59. That's what I do.
2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Hey, team 6. Mike, check. 59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check 59. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you.
A run for Nick Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Brissett sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go!
Here we go on 2nd and 12. The open man is Westbrook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
On the set. Check, 59. Coverage. Hey, Mike 7. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 5'9.
Back to throw now on first down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 18, Gator. 59. Silver. Hey, Alpha. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Let's go.
2nd and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Check. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Let's go! Touchdown! Yeah, come on! All day, just like that. Just like that.
They run with Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his fourth touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
61, matchbox, white.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. I'm on.
Second down, McKinnon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
We got 3.
Hey, hold it.
They'll set up to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Hines, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Brissett. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Mike 58, right there. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. He's coming. Double up. 81. Full trot.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go draw play to McKinnon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. Great.
Block 59. Block 50.
Hey, wahoo.
A first throw for the backup Foles. Big hold of the 30. And able to find Conley. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And a Jaguar first down.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Leo. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds, incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defender's not to mark their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Down. 90 Wolf. Hey, exit.
Out on 10. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Chris Conley, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brissett, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Chubb. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hayden Cole. Hey, box truck.
Kill.
One. Hey, down goal.
Here's Foles. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready.
I'm coming.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready, break.
So don't say nothing. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
5. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down now, it's Hines. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, dude.
He'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On the ready.
Check, check.
80 weapons.
Check.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 2. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready, set.
Game situation. Let's go.
On first down, McKinnon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Greystone travel. Hey, Haywood. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Set, ready. 8, read. Hey, Delta.
Oh, you got deal? 59's mark. 59's mark. Check, check. 59. Hey, I'm coming. Mike, check.
Now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6. At the 8-yard
Go
line.
now. 10-2 stop. Hey, Charlie.
Watch out.
General West.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Here's Hines. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go, fellas.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mike, 58 right there.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready. Not a whoop. 44 to Mike. Exit, exit.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
I hope you run to left because I'm about to take you to school.
Pilot, 64, weak. Be careful.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Check 26. Slam.
Chopper.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mike is 59. Mike,
Go.
let's put that team on the clock.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, high 7.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught here by Conley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Check 59, 59. Rush. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike's at 59.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Bravo. Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, it's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Hines. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Big stop, let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Let's go, dude.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.